where people politic and have absolutely, my brother, my sister, no patriotism. The days of patriotism have long died and have been buried with Kwame Nkrumah. The days of patriotism, when Ghanaians walked the street and had their heartbeats beating in tune with the nation, all those days have died and will never ever resurrect until our attitudes change. My brother, my sister, all these people are talking about, they are limiting the whole caboodle to money. And I've said it time and again. They are limiting the whole caboodle to money. Health minister signed a contract without the approval of cabinet, without the approval of parliament. He arbitrarily went out and signed it on his own accord. And he claimed that he was acting in the interest of the nation. My brother, my sister, it came out that these guys that they claimed that they signed a contract with, in fact, were terrorists and criminals. Wanted by the CIA, the FBI, and the rest of them. Instead of resigning honorably, your shameless health minister, shameless finance minister are both parading the streets, and they want us to give them a bouquet of rose flowers. My brother, my sister, that Sheikh Al Maktoum has refunded what? We know what politicians can do. Even if this man has not refunded anything, I know that some politicians are capable of hoodlumming the people, hoodwinking the people, my brother, my sister, and making sure that they will conjure money on paper to say that it's been paid. Thank God, Sheikh Al Maktoum has paid finally. But that is not where my interest is. I have said it time and again. Ghanaians, can we be more serious than what we are doing right now? Hear me now. I have said it time and again, and I'm going to repeat it probably for the last time. This contract that the health minister arbitrarily signed was capable of killing millions of people in this country. These are criminals on the record and the wanted list of the CIA, the FBI, and the rest of those. You have contracted criminals, terrorists, to supply your nation, not your family, the nation, with health products, vaccines. Vaccines that you claim that as a nation, you could not even broker a deal with another nation, Russia, to get. Vaccine that was too difficult for a whole republic like Ghana to acquire. You were entrusting all this into the care of terrorist criminals. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, it took a Norwegian news outlet to blow the whistle. If this thing had gone according to plan, these terrorists were not far from feeding us with poison. After all, it is in the interest of every terrorist to be given a silver platter of a security process, so that they go in there, ransack everybody, maim everybody, all in the name of a certain God, or all in the name of their whims and caprices. My brother, my sister, Ghanaians are not looking at the gravity of the other side of the story. They are limiting it to money. 2.4 million American dollars. My brother, what haven't we seen? This is chicken change for a lot of these politicians. They have stolen more than 2.4. What is 2.4 million? To me and you, that is a life fortune. But to them, it's chicken change. I am looking at the bigger picture where Ghanaians could have been maimed. A lot of Ghanaians would have been buried en masse. So health minister is still sitting there. He doesn't want to resign. Sleeping president is also following him around, singing his praises. And we claim that we have a country, brethren. We claim that we have a country. Are we okay? Hear me now. Now that they claim that Sheikh Al Maktoum has paid, they've sealed the mouths of every Ghanaian. Because Ghanaians, we happen to behave like Andrew liver salt. Pour water into it. It comes out with all the energy, up to the top. Same moment, it goes down again with that same speed to the ground. When we have the breaking news, we are like monsters on the rampage. Running left, right, and center. Bulldozing our way through whatever. But right at that moment, we chicken out again and return to being the mild lambs that we have always been. This might be too deep for some people to understand. But follow me. Ghana, our interest is in breaking news. When the news drops, we all become freedom fighters. Hey, choboy, choboy, choboy. Right after that, we don't follow up to see what happens next. No plan. Then we chicken out again. And it is even worse when there's one gunshot. Boom. It doesn't matter whether it's from Tia Bofre or it's from even crackers, Christmas bangers. Both. 5 million people are running for their lives. You cannot run a country like that. Cowardly politicians would always take you for a ride. Thieving politicians would always take you for a ride because you are cowardly more than them. Sheikh Al Maktoum has paid, so what? Send the health minister to go to Dubai and stay with Sheikh Al Maktoum. That is where his allegiance is. Need I be a prophet to tell you that, hey, what this health minister has done, he has let the country down. What he did in the past that was good, we thank him so much. We congratulate him. We give him several pats on his shoulders. But this one is enough to send him to the gallows. My brother, my sister, thank God Sheikh Al Maktoum has paid. But let's look at the bigger picture. Health minister must go. Arrogant finance minister must go. If there was a way, this sleepy president must also go. Because they are toying with people's lives. I didn't vote you to come and endanger my life. I did not bargain for this kind of foolishness. When we went to the ballot box, we expected something that will make sense. Not selling us cheaply to terrorists. May we continue to follow this issue. Ghanaians have the tendency of forgetting exactly what the focus and the purpose are. We are only interested in the breaking news, a breaking news nation. We want new things every time. No wonder you have retired all your brilliant musicians and you are looking for nitwits that you call musicians. No wonder you have retired all your experienced people and you are bringing in people with absolutely no experience. That's the kind of nation we have. We retire people too early. I'll leave it here. My brother, my sister, I'm going to tackle the next thing and let's all open our ears and check it out. This one is from City Newsroom, one of the most authentic that we have in the country. And this one was published on the 8th of August 2021. And it says, Ajimai Menu did not lie to committee over Sputnik V payment. And this is the majority leader. All right, so let's read. The majority leader, Osei Mensah Bonsu, says the Minister of Health, Kweku Ajimai Menu, did not lie to the ad hoc committee probing the botched Sputnik V vaccine deal about the money paid in advance by the state to Dubai-based Sheikh Al Maktoum for the supplies. According to him, the minister in his testimony did not state emphatically that no payment had been made, but rather said, to the best of his knowledge, he was not aware of any payment. Can we leave it here? You see? Ghana, you see? Need I talk more? This is the majority leader in parliament, politicking with dear lives. Listen, the health minister did not say that no money at all was paid, but he said to the best of his knowledge, no money was. This is an irresponsible health minister. Your ministry has signed a contract with terrorists, and you don't know whether money was paid to the terrorist or not. Are you a zombie or you are a certain statue with no brains? Would the statue of Kwame Nkrumah even reason like this? Dig out the skeletons of Kwame Nkrumah today. Those skeletons will reason better than all these people all combined. Is it not annoying? Listen to what majority leader is saying. Osei Mensah Bonsu. He's saying that when the health minister met the ad hoc committee of parliament, he did not say that no money at all was paid to the Dubaian criminals, but rather he said to the best of his knowledge, no money was paid. Your ministry signed a contract behind the backs of parliament, cabinet, and the people of Ghana. You signed that contract. Now you are not aware if money has been paid or not. Who is supposed to order the payment? Who is supposed to communicate to the people that money has been paid or money has not been paid? You see why the finance minister, arrogant finance minister, and this sleeping health minister should both be boxed up and sent home. Ghanaians, please let us be very, very honest. Osei Mensah Bonsu, majority leader in parliament, says, hey, health minister did not say money was not paid, but to the best of his knowledge. That's your ministry. You don't know. Who else could have paid the money that you think you are ignorant about? Who else ordered the payment of... Listen, if we are going to probe this thing deeper and deeper, the president would be more than embarrassed than he is being embarrassed right now. He tells you that chickens are in power. They are those in power. Very lazy in reasoning, very lazy, and they are taking Ghanaians for granted. Tell me if I'm wrong. Forget about your party colors and party underpinnings. Let us reason as Ghanaians. That's what I always want the people to come to the table with. The Ghanaian card. Better still, the African card. This is my ministry. I am responsible for anything that goes on. I go out to sign a contract with criminals. Nobody knows. Not parliament, not a cabinet, no procurement done as to how they found out and fished out and smoked out these criminals. It takes a criminal to smoke out a criminal like those guys. And you won't honorably resign and glare off. You are still sitting down there, pleading with Ghanaians and doing some funny gimmicks and gymnastics. I am angry. When are we going to grow? When are we going to grow? We need a leader who would not be shy of cracking the whip. We need a leader with brains, not a leader whose brains have all fallen asleep 25 years ago and have never woken up. We need a leader who has the people at heart, not a flippant, slippery-tongued leader who is full of lies and skullduggery. My brother, my sister, when it comes to national issues and I talk about these, in fact, I feel good and sad at the same time. You brought in a vice president from nowhere, sold him to Ghanaians. Everybody saw him as the Messiah. Oh, he speaks good economics. Oh, he speaks good English. Oh, he's a Muslim. So all the Zongos were singing praises to him. Today, go to the Zongo, present your vice president there. Empty crowds. The only way they can get some people from the Zongo to come and listen to the slippery tongue, lying tongue vice president is when he comes to share akoko and rice to the people who come and collect, and you take the opportunity to talk. What happened to the Agbogloshi bathrooms and toilets? The one that he went to say they were going to build, and now they're going to build how many of them? And the Agbogloshi people can now, only for us to hear that the Greater Accra minister has gone to ransack the whole place and flatten the whole Agbogloshi and sent all of them to Ajin Kotoku. What happened to the toilets? You see? Your vice president was campaigning on the pedestal of economics and good reasoning. But when they won power, he now started campaigning on the pedestal of toilets and bathrooms. And when that failed, now he's campaigning on the pedestal of spirituality, demons and principalities. You see how low they can sink. So lowly minded. Taking the people for granted. And I shouldn't talk because I'm scared of these guys. Scared of these guys. All the Zongos are disappointed. All the Muslims in this country are disappointed. Apart from those that he gives rice and cocks to go and celebrate it. Because some people, they are zombies. All they want is fill their belly. They are not thinking about their children's education. They are not thinking about their livelihoods. All they are thinking about is their stomach hood. As long as the hood in their stomachs are filled with anything called food, they are okay. That's why they are dying young. Some funny diseases are killing them. Ghanaians have been most disappointed by these goons in power. Goonism, night and day. Asinine behavior. My brother, my sister, from these guys, night and day. Or say, Che Mensabonso, very brilliant man. Listen to what he said. Health minister did not say they didn't pay any money at all. Oh. All he said was that to the best of his knowledge, no money was paid. Hey, is that how irresponsible these guys can be? Is that how irresponsible these guys can be? That your own ministry is paying money out to criminals and you don't know. To the best of your knowledge, no money is paid. Everybody can hide under that thing and lie and sell out the people. To God be the glory. I leave it here, my brother. I'm going to look at some other thing. This is from Peace FM Online, and it's interesting. This was published today, August 12th, 2021. It says, leaked audios expose anti-Ghana agenda by CSOs leaked audios. Let's read. Plans by some civil society organizations, CSOs, to scuttle the proposed oil agreement between the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, and Anchor Energy have been exposed by audio files in possession of the Daily Statesman. The CSOs, in a Zoom meeting chaired by the coordinator of the Third World Network, TWN Africa, Dr. Yao Graham, put in place deliberate strategies to create a sense of fear and panic within the population over climate change concerns, as they spearhead an agenda to prevent Ghana from achieving the long-standing ambition of putting Ghanaians in charge of oil and gas resources. For the CSOs who are determined to promote the interest of their foreign paymasters instead of the national interest, Ghana should leave her oil resources on the seabed and rather borrow to promote the climate change agenda of their paymasters. Another joke newspaper, Statesman. They see everything good with the government. It's a government-sponsored newspaper. Statesman. We used to take them serious. I'm surprised to even hear that they are still alive. Statesman. Useless newspaper. Everything about the government is correct. In the past, a lot of people refused to buy Graphic. A lot of them refused to even buy Times because they were in bed with the government in power every time. A zombie newspaper, Graphic, Times. We fell on newspapers like the Statesman, Daily Guide, and the rest of them, Insight, to get proper information from a proper perspective. Unlike the government-sponsored newspapers like Graphic and the rest of them in the days. How many of you were old enough to know or to experience at that time when people were going to buy a newspaper like Spectator, you would have to buy Times in addition, or Graphic. Conditional sales, because these are government newspapers from the same outlet. In my days, to buy Graphic, you must buy Times in addition. And if you went to buy Spectator newspaper, they will not sell it to you unless you bought one Times newspaper or Daily Graphic newspaper. And in my village, we received Daily Graphic 3 days after it was published. So we read that news. How many of you remember this, Ghana? How many of you remember? Please let me know if you remember. Some of our people forget things too quick. But hear me now. Today with technology, when it's published right now, we read it right now. So a lot of these newspapers have become totally extinct. They have become totally extinct. Extinguished. Totally finished. Cliched. Hear me now. My brother, my sister. Now, Statesman says some people were trying to sabotage government. And instead of thinking about how we can use our mineral resources, we are rather saying we should leave it on the waterbed, the oil, and go around borrowing. Jesus. Even kindergarten children will not buy this story. You know why? I tell you this. Now you have a president who is borrowing hungry. He's on a borrowing spree. He borrows to come and pay judgment debt, night and day. And you come and tell me that people are so happy that he's borrowing. So they want him to continue borrowing to leave the resources. Now let me tackle the resources. BBN, gold mining, whatever outfit, was sold to Australians. And now it's been resold. We have to come out and demonstrate to save Atiwa Forest. And we are not even sure if he's totally saved. They wanted to sell that to China. We beg them, please, leave that forest. We still love our herbs. We love the animals. But this is a government that is pollution crazy. Pollution happy. To see everywhere polluted. Look at Galamsey. Destroy the water bodies. And all president could say, oh, burn the excavators. And if they are not happy that we are burning their excavators, we can meet them in court. And judgment day started coming up. Rosewood failed night and day. Now they are going to use the seized rosewood to build their cathedral. God will never come into that cathedral. Hey! If God comes to sit in that cathedral, I'll stop worshiping him. You know why? When people are hungry, health facilities are almost nil. Education has become a disaster. Then you go and build a house for a God who does not live in houses and mansions. What kind of a God are you building it for? Is it Tigari? Or is it Baba Tongo? Or is it Pelepeji? Or are you building that cathedral for Nogopo? I don't know. My brother, this is supposed to trick us. And we are smarter than this. Your president is borrow happy. Running around borrowing. He's full of rhetorics and slogans. Slogans. Africa beyond aid. Ghana beyond aid. He says it in the morning. By afternoon, he's on a borrowing spree. He would make nonsense of all that he says in the morning. And you want me to say what? My brother, my sister, this is a disaster. Just a few months ago, they discovered some very important mineral right there in the central and western regions. And that is enough. That thing is supposed to be used to make batteries and so on and so forth. Car batteries, cell phone batteries, and the rest. My brother, it's worth 155 billion American dollars. They want to sell it to Australians. So what are you talking about? Without these CSOs, you are already borrowing. You are destroying the environment. You are polluting everything. So this is a trashy piece of news. And I regret even talking about it. My brother, my sister, we have a lot of things happening in this country. And we all need to open our ears and check this out with rapt attention. Until then, we will continue to languish in poverty. Now I'm going to look at another thing very quickly. Oh my God. I'm going into academia right now, and then I'll bounce back. You all know Professor Jambo. I mean, those of you who don't remember him for anything, at least will remember him for the BBC sex for marks grades scandal. He's at the University of Ghana, Legon, young man. And there's something about him, and this is from Ghana Web. He says, you can sack all of us and take our salaries. We won't return Professor Jampo to government. I read. Political science lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Ransford Jampo, has said that the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, would suspend its ongoing strike despite the threat from the National Labour Commission to cite the Leadership Association for contempt of court. According to Professor Jampo, the government and the NLC can imprison all of them or decide to sack them because they won't back down on their strike. What else can I say? My brother, teachers are the least respected in these countries. Farmers too. Mr. President sat down, raised his salary by 79%. And look at the interesting thing. Mr. President only increased his salary by close to 80% because Ghanaians said they would not allow him to pay his wife from our tax. So he said, he won't allow, Abi. Okay, I will increase my own salary, and from the salary I'll pay my wife. And he gave himself a 79% increase. And when teachers were saying, hey, please, we also need increase, so he gave them 4%. Teachers, 4%. My mother was a teacher, father was a teacher, my sister's teachers, me, myself, a teacher. When I see teachers being disrespected like this, it hurts me. These are people who speak English as if they were parrots. British parrots. The president, the vice president, all of them. Speak politicians. Speak English like British parrots. Macaws. Teachers taught them that. Whatever they have achieved in academia is because of teachers. Yet their salaries are 1 million times more than what teachers receive. What injustice. And your president has the guts, the effrontery, the disrespectful behavior to go and stand in front of teachers and say, if you want to be a millionaire, then teaching is not your profession. You must do something else. This statement is impeachable. If this was a serious country, this president would be clamped down. If you want to be a millionaire, teaching is not your profession. You must do other things. What are the other things? Being a dirty, lying politician or a sleepy president who can increase his salaries anytime. Is that what you want? That's what the president said to teachers. That's what the president said to teachers. A couple of days ago, somebody wrote something out on Facebook. Blakk Rasta is a jerk. Blakk Rasta is blah, blah. How could he say that the vice president said that the economy is attacked by principalities and demons? Where did the vice president say that? This Blakk Rasta guy cry, why? And somebody sent him the video of the vice president saying all those obnoxious, nauseous words. He deleted his Facebook account. He got so disappointed, he deleted his Facebook account. Say, you think when I come on radio, I come to lie like your politicians do? When nobody increases my salary? When I did not ask you to vote for me? Why should I lie to you? My brother, my sister, your president said that if you want to be a millionaire, teaching is not your profession. Jesus Christ. Huh? The backbone of every country is knowledge. And the backbone of knowledge is teachers. So mathematically, the backbone of every country, teachers. Nkrumah was a teacher. He treated teachers like demigods. Atta Mills, teacher. He treated teachers with so much respect. But these bourgeoisies in power, bourgeoisies who were born with golden spoons in their mouths, whose fathers politricked with the lives of this country, they don't know what it is. A lot of them went to school in England. Go to America, go to England. Teachers have vacations. It's in their package. Where do you want to take your next vacation? Oh, I want to go to Hawaii. Oh, I want to go to Mali. I want to go to where? We hear them say that every time. Teachers. But in Ghana, we have too much excursions for teachers. In fact, wading through rivers and dams to go to school is enough excursion. Sitting in a trotro as a pregnant teacher, the trotro is going boof, boof, boof. The baby in your belly is also saying, hey, what country is this? When a pregnant teacher finally gives birth, do you know how many months they give her to return to work? You'll be shocked. Some private schools don't even want to take women because they will get pregnant. And nobody will teach. They prefer gays and lesbians because gays won't get pregnant, lesbians won't get pregnant, transgender won't get pregnant. So they fill their schools with gays and lesbians, transgender, SSQ, XXY plus. Everybody's in there because they don't get pregnant. Oh, have you seen a gay who has been pregnant before, or lesbian? No, sir. Unless she's probably raped. That's what they want. Human rights trampled to the ground. And your president is even making it worse. If you're a teacher, you want to be rich, this is not your profession. Hey, Jesus. So all the gentlemen and women, the little boys and girls who were envisaging a teaching profession now will coil back because they do not want to be called poor. And you call this president a role model? Let's speak truth to power, my brother. Let's speak truth to power. Arrogant ministers. Finance minister, arrogant. Health minister, fast asleep. It looks like now he's even sleeping more than the president. President himself, oh, it looks like, well, I leave it here. My brother, my sister, Professor Jampo said they are not returning to school. All they want is a $2,000 salary. That is about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Am I right? How much is that money? For a university teacher. How much money do you take out of it to buy fuel to go to school? That's if you have a car at all. How much of it do you use for some other things? When the month is ending, you have almost nothing. So we have agreed that teachers are never supposed to be rich. And the president has made it clear that that is what it is. I want to thank Professor Jampo. And I want to say that what you have said, you haven't said anything wrong. You have spoken the minds of the people. But also beware. The same people you say will not take the money, will not go back to work until everything is done. Watch them. A lot of them are political nitwits, political jokers. They will run back to work. And the few of you who stay at home, they will take the opportunity to sack you and victimize you. We have seen that. We are going on a demonstration. Yo, 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 chobo, hey, chobo, hey, chobo, hey. You are 500 going for a demonstration. Before you get halfway, you turn around and it's slowly left with 20. The rest have dropped on the way because they've been promised some small things. Sellouts. Sellouts. When white people are going on demonstrations, they know what they want. If 1,000 of them come out, then it means that they understand exactly why they are out. Nothing stops them. They would go. And when the demonstration is ended, count them up again. You will see the same number or even more. Not with us. They will follow us and give us chicken change. And we start selling out each other night and day. To God be the glory. We will reach there. Now, Charlotte Osei is in the news. Let's see Oh my God. Let's see what she's saying. Then I'll take another thing and we are done. Karma, please calm down. Charlotte Osei tweets amid Ajimai Menu saga. And this is on Peace FM Online, published today, Thursday, 12 August 2021. And he says, Amid calls for the government to apply the same principle that led to her removal as a chairperson of the Electoral Commission in the Kweku Ajimai Menu case, Charlotte Osei has sent a message which could be viewed as her take on current issues. In a brief post on a Twitter page, the former EC chair said, "Dear Karma, please calm down small. Why?" Charlotte Osei, it will be recalled, was dismissed by President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in 2018 for alleged procurement breaches. In the wake of the Sputnik V saga, certain public figures have questioned why the government that dismissed Charlotte Osei appears not to be keen on sacking Kweku Ajimai Menu for committing the same breaches. Ochamia onim kasano sinana wawasumu. That's it. Charlotte Osei was sacked. Yeah. Procurement breaches. Procurement that had no danger of killing millions. If it would kill at all, a few thousands and tens of thousands. But this one, millions. Terrorists were given a leeway to supply us with poison. Leeway, easy entry, visa-free entry into the country. Mr. President is going on a tour around Doma and the other areas in the BA with the same minister who gave the terrorists the leeway and were saved by the Norwegian newspaper. Charlotte Osei says, "Hey, Karma, please calm down small." She was sacked. Dom Levo, where is he? Kicked out, hounded out of office by a president who said he was keen on protecting the public purse. Such a joker president. Joker president. With his comedian vice president. Let's go to the comedian vice president. What is he also saying? This one, oh my God. He says, "Stop displaying your ignorance of economics." Adongo told, published today, the 12th of August. And this is going to be the last one. And I'm done. NDC Member of Parliament for Bolga Central, Isaac Adongo, has been advised to stop displaying his ignorance of economics in his desire to respond to Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. The Vice President this week defended the Akufo-Addo government's debt management record and its positive impact on key economic indicators by making a comparative analysis of how the immediate past NDC government failed to prudently manage the country's debt levels, which left every economic indicator in decline. My brother, did I read anymore? Hear me. They talk economics. Tell you a lot of lies. The economics I know, that my children would go to school properly. The economics I know is that I'll go to the hospital and not lie on the floor. The economics I know is that pregnant women would be fed whilst they are at home getting ready to return to work, like they do in South Africa and other places. The economics that I know is that, my brother, my sister, food prices would not escalate. Beyond this, every economics is hogwash. Hogwash. What is economics? When the people can't find food to eat? What is economics? When Plantain, a Greek minister, has gone quiet about his plantain philosophy. Plantain philosophy. 2 Ghana cedis you find plantain. 3 Ghana cedis, a big bunch of plantain. Now he's been totally silenced. Another arrogant minister. He's quiet. Maybe somebody has told him, listen, you're getting too old now, you don't make sense. Quiet and go sleep. And he's sleeping. It's better. The economy is better. Oh, people are making money. Which people? Politicians? Oh, the economy is far better. Schools and the trees are increasing. Oh, the economy is better. The city is competing beautifully with the dollar. Eh? Really? Are you sure? When water is not flowing in my tap, that's the economics I know. I want to see water come out of my tap. There's no water. Erratic electricity in my country. Just yesterday, there was light off in my area. And I had to be in the darkness, my brother, my sister, for only God knows how many hours. And just staring into the darkness like some hermit in a cave. Is that the economics you are talking about? The economics of paying judgment debt want only. The economics of silencing people who want to talk. The economics of killing journalists night and day. The economics of killing demonstrators night and day. Kaka in my mind. So what happened to the Kaka case? They said they had recommended some things, right? When are we going to hear about this? Ghanaians are quiet. Breaking news nation. Oh, there was a demonstration. A guy was killed. His name, Kaka. Hey, Choboy. 2 days later, shh. Ding. Oh, they killed a journalist who was working with Anas, Admiral Anas. Oh, Ahmed Swale. Hey, Choboy. 2 days later, shh. Ding. So when politicians realize that this is the Andrew Liversalt behavior you have, they won't take you serious. As for Baumia, I don't know where he would ever go and stand and people would believe him. He's seen as the most lying politician in Ghana. He's been used. He pushed him. Every lie, go and tell. Every this, go and tell. They push him. And then now he's become most unpopular. And you want to be president. Only ants will vote for you. Only ants in this tribalistic party. We leave it here, my brother, my sister. I want to thank you so much for coming along with me on this very precious journey of Pan-Africanism and consciousness. I want to say thank you. But the youth of Ghana, when we talk about this, we also try to talk solutions. Give me 2 minutes to deal with the solution. Hear me now. All these things is one thing. Patriotism. If you are not patriotic, you cannot be honest. If you are not patriotic, your attitude must be stinking. Nkrumah talked about our attitudes. If we were patriotic, health minister would not go and sell the country so cheaply to terrorists. If we were patriotic, we would not sit in parliament and be talking partisan issues when we should be talking national patriotic issues. Who does not understand? Majority leader says, oh, he didn't say he didn't spend the money, nobody paid money. He only said to the best of his knowledge. Party A would support its members no matter how badly they fare. Party B would also do same. The only way forward for the youth, as I keep saying, is patriotism. Let us be very patriotic. Let's work it out. Let's stand firm and say Ghana first. Not just say it, but act the same way. If you are patriotic, you cannot sell this country out for cheap. I appreciate you. I love you.